Hey everybody, today is September the 11th, 2022. September the 11th, 2001, we suffered an attack on New York City, Washington, D.C., and people who fought back crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Also, September the 11th, 2012, we had an attack on American consulate in Benghazi. So today is a Sabbath day. And of course, since I'm going to church today, I'm going to wear my American tie to let it be known. Of course, got my couplings. Always got to keep these on me at all times. September the 11th, 2021 was big, and it changed America, not necessarily for good. Ever since then, we've had things like the Patriot Act, and we have seen the things that were created under the Patriot Act abused. Excuse me. The things that were created under the Patriot Act that were supposed to keep us safe turned out to cause more problems than it was supposed to. Now, before the Patriot Act, America's CIA and FBI were allegedly couldn't talk and explain things to each other or watch the same people because J. Edgar Hoover, FBI director who was out of control, the FBI director people had known for years was corrupt. Not just by his cross-dressing, but he was corrupt, power hungry. Also, you know the McCarthy era, when everybody was running around calling you a Russian? Who do you think was the ones coming up to arrest you? It was FBI J. Edgar Hoover. Who do you think was the one who introduced everybody was probably Russian and all these so-called Russian spies? It was J. Edgar Hoover to Senator McCarthy. That was Hoover stuff. And the FBI really haven't changed, as you see. President Trump and what happened at Mar-a-Lago is a perfect example of why our forefathers didn't want a national police. They didn't want that. Local and law enforcement. But there's always a reason to go against what has already been established. The FBI started sharing information with the CIA, what they could have did before. They could have just simply said, hey, it's okay for you guys to do it. They didn't need a Patriot Act. But the one thing that came out of the 9/11 attack was political correctness. Political correctness came out of the 9/11 attacks. Why? Because the first thing George Bush did was go to a mosque and say, all these people are not responsible. No one ever blamed all of them. But what people did see, as Donald Trump said, and it was confirmed, there were people, Muslims, that were on top of buildings celebrating the attacks. That was true. And there was a bunch of them. But what George Bush did, he did fly the Saudi royal family out, some for Saudi members out, because he didn't want them being accused because of political correctness. Political correctness for all those Republicans and conservatives who point to liberals. It was 2001, Republican Senate, Republican Congress, Republican President is when the cancer of political correctness spread. It was a little bit, but George Bush and his administration, it spread it and it grew and took control. Talk to you later.